In terms of, failing, just those times where you had to pick yourself back up, was it that you immediately knew what you needed to course correct, or was it like going back to almost square one?
There's so many times that I think it was probably a blend. I like one time that we just, so Thomas, who actually referred me to come and do this interview, it was my buddy that works here at 97th Floor. He sent me this video. This is right when we were first starting. He said, "Hey, I don't know why, but I just feel like you should watch this TED Talk." And it was about being wrong. Was like the title of the TED Talk. And I was kind of offended because I'm like, does he think I'm like wrong in my life? Like what is, and he was like, "I don't know, man. I just like, for some reason I felt like I should send it." And the TED Talk talks about how it's not being wrong that's hard. It's like realizing that you're wrong. That's this sudden change in direction that's so painful. Mm-hmm. And there's been so many moments where we just realized we were wrong. Like we manufactured 2,000 of these units. We thought we were finally there, like ready to ship to customers. And we found out that the electrical traces in the circuit boards would break when they would wrap around the baby's foot. And it wasn't the first time. Like we'd done some testing, but we hadn't done enough like life cycle testing to realize that like these circuit boards were going to break. And we had to throw away 2,000 units, start from scratch, and we were out of money. And it was just this big realization that we were wrong. And I remember we were in New York meeting at this diner, and we're like, okay, how long can people go without taking a paycheck? And everybody like kind of did a quick analysis, like, okay, I've got 5 months, I've got 2 months. We're like, okay, let's keep going and see if we can make it work. But we had to send an email out to all of the customers who had pre-ordered the product that we weren't going to ship. We didn't know when we were going to have the new version available, and they could get a refund if they wanted it. And we thought the refunds were going to sort of sink us. Like we were going to give all of the refunds, we'd be out of money and kind of have to see where we could go from there. Mm-hmm. And it was really cool because it was the realization that was so painful. But then once we started to work on a better solution, we were able to raise money from investors. Our customers were extremely supportive. Like most of them sent us emails saying, "Keep going. I'm not going to like get a refund, even though it's not going to be ready for my baby. I want you guys to keep working on this." And it was just like, from there, it was this like really inspiring experience, and it worked out, but it's the realization that you're wrong that's super, super painful. And so being okay with that, I think, is an important part of starting a company, because you'll be wrong a lot more than you're going to be right. But if you just keep working at it, you'll figure it out.
Right.
So.
And I think that's really insightful, because anyone starting out, they think, well, I have the idea. Maybe I did my research and okay, I'm good to go.
It should work.
Yeah. There's not going to be any hiccups, in terms of foreseeable hiccups. But the fact that you feel like you're failing more than you're succeeding, in my experience, is a natural part of doing any business, doing any work, is that if you don't feel like you're failing, then you're probably not reiterating enough, to get to the end result that's the best possible. So love that.